somehow Air-Deraan returned.
That's right, after surviving an exploding ship by flying out of the hangar on a modified Bellu 22 heavy starfighter on 2 consecutive occasions, we are back. I am Freddy.
And I am incredulous. My name is Vojta, and we are the Air-Deraan boys here to talk about yet another story arc in the grand adventure that is the Clone Wars.
Indeed, this is episode 6 and 7 of season 1 of the Clone Wars, which is entitled Downfall of the Droid and Duel of the Droids.
Not a duel of fates, as
Yes.
you may have thought Freddy was going to say.
I remember searching up Duel of the Droids on Wikipedia, and I type in Duel of, and the first one that came up was the Droids. So that just goes to show.
It's more popular than the best thing about episode 1.
Is it more popular than The Last Jedi? Let's find out.
Yeah, is it more popular than the film that divided the fan base?
Well. So, we will go into Grand Admiral thoughts, and then into yeah, it is Crochet Granite.
It is Crochet Granite, yeah.
And then after that, probably
Nitty Gritty.
Nitty Gritty.
And then the one in the middle.
The Bendu.
The Bendu. I am noticing that you are explaining none of this.
Oh yeah. Well, if you don't know, watch your other things. That helps us out. And also, if you really want to know,
Yeah. Grand Admiral thoughts are our non-spoilery thoughts about the episode.
indeed, Crochet Granite. If you want to know that, you.
Come on.
You're gonna, okay, it's our spoiler thoughts.
No, it isn't.
Oh no, it's not.
That's when we recap the plot.
Indeed.
And we try to do it quickly, but it usually takes about 20 minutes.
Indeed, like this intro. And Nitty Gritty is just going into whatever. Light side, dark side, and the one in the middle. The Bendu is just 3 things that we choose individually.
Yeah.
Not usually the same, but
Usually
sometimes
not,
are.
sometimes they are. Sometimes we have to scramble madly to find something that the other person has not said.
Yeah, something or someone. That's a Elden Ring reference. Too soon already.
In case you didn't know, the day before we recorded this, there was a leak of something that appears to be the trailer for Elden Ring in about 72p.
Yes. A whole few pixels of Elden Ring gameplay. That will sustain me for months.
Yeah, and we know that it's new because there is a horse in it, so it's not just a recut of old games.
Yeah. Even though some of the armors look like they were. But let's talk about Star Wars.
And by the way, the 3 things we pick for light side, dark side, and one in the middle, the Bendu, are the thing we thought was the best thing about the episodes, the worst thing we thought about the episodes, and something that we can't really place in either camp, but we still think is notable. See, that's funny because R2-D2 does that to someone. He them.
He does. He's also a murderer. So let's get into our Grand Admiral thoughts. So what did you think about this episode? These episodes, Vojta?
Well, I do have a lot of thoughts. It should be the last time we do that.
That's the last time we'll ever do that. Sorry. Actually, will be. Okay, so you have a lot of thoughts.
I mean, not a lot of thoughts. I told you before we started recording that even though this was the same airtime as our episode before the last episode, for the latter 2/3 of the Malevolence arc, for that episode I had 420 words of notes, and for this only 158.
Whoa, that's not as many.
Definitely. Meaning that I had less to care about, I think.
Yeah.
That being said, it's not the garbage fire that I thought it would be.
Yeah, these 2 episodes are normally held up to be a dog shit tier of Clone Wars. And I went in and was expecting, it's probably just going to be some mindless, whatever, hijinks. I'm not really going to care, I'm not going to like it. And I actually quite liked it. It was quite, I found it entertaining. And that's why I said earlier to Voita, I have opinions on my opinions, because I feel like I shouldn't like it, but I do.
Yeah, like, it's probably because there has been a lot of bad Star Wars since this came out.
Yeah. Puts it into perspective.
Indeed. But also there's been some of the best Star Wars ever since this started.
Yeah. I mean, haven't even watched Gungan General yet.
We haven't even seen Bombad Jedi. We haven't even seen the other Jar Jar episodes.
That disappeared.
Which, allegedly, from what you keep telling me, is the single best piece of Jar Jar content that exists.
It is. It's like unironically good. Which is like quite strange for Jar Jar stuff.
But we will see that literally in a
year.
year's time. But yeah, like for an episode that was mostly centered around a dumb droid.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It was the most 2000s episode of Clone Wars ever created.
Are you saying that because of the soundtrack?
Oh yeah. I felt like I was watching a Bionicle commercial sometimes.
You would.
So I was like, wait a minute, I'm getting flashbacks to the Toa Metru advert. So,
And it also felt like it had more like children's TV show tropes than the other episodes.
But I didn't think it was bad. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, now that I'm no longer... How old was I? Like 10 or 11, and I'm no longer an edgelord. I don't think that it's insulting for a show to have stuff like that.
No, neither do I.
Which means that I should probably give Star Wars Resistance another chance.
Maybe.
But I don't want to. But
the thing, this is the second time I've ever seen these episodes. The first time I saw it is when they came out.
Same.
And I remember them. I don't really remember them. I only remember the end of Duel of the Droids because it's pretty memorable. But other than that, sort of forgot everything. And but yeah, I was pleasantly surprised. It wasn't like a complicated. It wasn't like Game of Thrones level storyline. It was literally a kid's storyline.
Yeah, but I mean, it's Star Wars.
Yeah,
it's never going to be like Game of Thrones level storytelling. Yeah. Unless Rian Johnson's trilogy really surprises us by how mature and good it is.
Just get ready for the Banking Clan arc in Season 6. All about tax and regulations and policies. I love it.
I remember being sorely disappointed by the mere thought of Banking Clan being involved.
Oh, mate.
Because it was like they rescued the episodes from Disney jail and it's going to be the best stuff, but...
It's a 4-parter.
It's a 4-parter of Banking Clan and followed by a 4-parter about Jar Jar.
It's a 2-parter.
Is it?
Yeah, I checked. I was quite surprised. I think it is. Actually, I know it's Disappeared Part 1 and Disappeared Part 2.
I believe there are either 13 or 12 episodes.
And then I think the next 4 is the episode with 5s.
No, it starts with 5s.
Yeah, no, I mean like those 4 episodes.
That would line up if the final was a 3-parter, which it might be.
Because remember, you got that arc of Luke and of Obi-Wan and Anakin searching for stuff on like Obadiah and looking for Cypher DS and all that.
Oh yeah, maybe it is more than 13.
And that
episodes.
happens after
maybe it's
something with 5s.
Maybe it's 14 or 16 episodes. That would make a bit more sense, but I don't know. That's neither here nor there.
We can literally resolve this by checking, and we're not gonna. So let's move on to Crochet Granite. So what on earth is happening in these 2 episodes?
Well, Freddy, my friend, these episodes kick off with
with Grievous is going to attack a Republic fleet at Bothawui. They pronounce it differently in the show, but in like the Old Republic stuff, I'm not sure if you remember the lore videos they published.
No.
They pronounce it Bothawui in that, so I've always pronounced it Bothawui. But anyway.
So it's like the Bothan version of Matanui.
Whoa! Bringing it back to Bionicle.
Dad!
So, Grievous is going to attack this fleet, well, 3 Venators, but he's going to go through the asteroid belt ring thing around this gas giant.
Yeah, because they can't come at them from above, and apparently not even from below, for reasons.
Because space only has one... is two-dimensional.
Yeah, well...
I think it's
whatever.
because, like, if they went above, they would be able to be shot. I don't know.
Yeah, but they could also go below, or they could go above and also turn upside down. But
yeah,
who
like,
cares?
it's Star Wars. But anyway, so it actually works, and then Grievous, like, bloody kills a lot of people, and blows up an entire Venator.
But
then...
spoiler alert, Anakin had a plan, and there were actually tanks on the asteroids.
Yeah, bloody ATTGs parked on the asteroids. I forgot that was in this episode.
I remember, I actually expected it in the Malevolence arc, but
Yeah.
I was very, very excited to see it, because when I first saw it, I thought it was very cool, and I maintain still that it is.
It is very cool.
Yeah.
And so the ATTs bloody blow up all the Separatist ships. Hence, Grievous escaping for the first time on his modified Belbalab 22 heavy starfighter from an
Did you
exploding
say
starship.
Gab-Galab?
No, not Gab-Galab.
Okay, we can talk more about General Gab-Galab and his Glob-Glow ship
Later.
Now let's speed up and finish this speedily.
Anakin gets hit, and his starfighter explodes. Well, it sort of explodes, and he gets rescued, and he's fine.
Yeah, except R2, who was in a starfighter.
He's gone.
It's just gone.
He's gone, girl. Starring Ben Affleck and
Neil Patrick Harris.
Whoa.
Yeah. Anywho, bloody R2 is gone, and Obi-Wan is like, just let him go, dude.
Who the cares?
Who
Get a
cares?
new one.
Yeah, but Anakin is like, see, I kinda sorta never wiped this memory, which becomes a trend.
Yeah.
So they try to track him down because he has all the Republic's plans and strategies and secrets.
And there was a Trandoshan scrapper ship that was in the battle.
No. Trandoshan.
What? Is that how they say it?
Yeah, Anakin says Trandoshan.
Oh my god. It's
Like Shanishan.
Is that like Chandafan?
Yeah, like bloody Mon Mothma.
Yes. So there's a Trandoshan bloody scavenger ship, and it's picking up all the stuff. Mm-hmm. And Anakin and Ahsoka go there to get R2, and hijinks ensue.
Oh, shame he wasn't there, but JK, he was there in the Trandoshan. Sorry,
You're turning against Anakin there. Don't kill some kids.
Ooh, I might. And he's like, oh no, I had R2 this whole time, and let's go bloody sell him to General Grievous.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, Anakin got a new droid called R3S6?
R3S... I want to say 7.
I want to say 6.
I want to say...
Galactic North!
It is S6. Damn.
This time I was not the fake fan.
Yeah.
Who appears to be a little dumb, but...
He appears to be fucking incompetent.
Very much useless.
Does literally the opposite.
Yeah, that's literally the opposite of whatever Anakin wants. And, well, whatever. They didn't let it slow that down. They didn't find R2, but I guess they'll just have to live with it.
And then the next episode happens.
Yeah.
So they're looking for a listening post, and then they find it through hijinks in space.
Because R2 alerts them of his bloody place.
Yeah, he's
location.
like, I'm here.
Bloody get me before I die, because they're literally about to cut me up.
Yeah, and then they do.
But they left him online for some reason.
Because it's torture?
I guess. Yeah, he's in the middle of that listening post, and Anakin, Ahsoka, and a couple of clones, including Rex and unnamed but proven to be Denal.
Yes, he is there.
Yeah, go to rescue R2 and blow up their bloody listening post, which is literally the plot of Rookies, but in reverse.
And they do it.
They do it.
The episode ends.
Basically, yeah.
Basically they do it.
There's a climactic showdown between R2 and R3.
R3, and R2 fucking murders him, and it's brilliant.
It's really brutal, and it's really cool. But
He like cuts the cord while he's like pleading. He's like, "Help me!" It's like,
and he doesn't even get to scream for long before he gets hit by a piece of debris and explodes.
It's perfect.
But they really saved the most gore on droids. And it works. It bloody works.
Exactly. And then Grievous bloody flees for the second time in this arc from an exploding ship on his modified Bulbalab 22 heavy modified starfighter. I'm starting to forget what it was called.
Not only that, but let's switch now to the nitty-gritty while we're at this
we may as well.
Not only does he do the same thing twice, but the shot of him getting into a starfighter is literally the same that they use in Destroy Malevolence.
Really? What, the same animation, you mean? Or the same shot?
No. It's the same shot, just reversed, because if you look at it closely, you can see that even though he lost a hand to Ahsoka, he has both of them when he gets into the starfighter.
I think it's the same animation as well, like the same, like, instead of animating it twice, because it's kind of complicated. He does a little front flip.
Yeah, it's a cool looking shot. Like he folds into the chair.
Yeah, and they do it twice, and they use the same animation in Downfall of the Droid and again in Duel of the Droids.
I think it's more. Oh, they do.
I think they do.
So they use it 3 times.
Yeah. They probably will use it again in all the other ones.
It's possible, because why not? People will forget.
People just clap every time they see Grievous do a front freaking cartwheel into his bloody Bulbalab 22 heavy starfighter.
How can you say... What's it called again?
I think it's...
Bulbalab?
I think so.
Because it just sounds like Glob Glob Gab Galab to me.
Yeah. Do you know what it's called? It's called... Oh, no, it's Belbalab. Belbalab, not Babel. But it's called, specifically, the Soulless One.
Whoa!
And apparently it's nicknamed by clones and other people as the Spineless One because he keeps running away. Got him!
He's the bloody Mussolini of Star Wars.
Yeah.
I guess literally?
So when Obi-Wan gets to Utapau, is that Mussolini getting hanged?
That's the paratroopers who go to get him, maybe.
That's the first appearance of clone paratroopers.
Yo.
In the Battle of Utapau. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Okay, so we were talking about animation.
Indeed.
And I just want to say, the animation in this episode, everything, like, not only the textures, the animation, the lighting, it's different. It's really different. I'm not sure if it's like that for your one, but for the Disney Plus one, it is noticeably different.
In what way?
It's like everything has been retextured. Like everything. The lighting is just kind of a bit off on some interior shots, but it's like good on other shots. Some of the animations are like really good, and then sometimes it's kind of a bit awkward. So I can't say definitively if it's like an improvement or not an improvement, but it's just like it confused me.
I do think I know what you're talking about. For example, Ahsoka looked less out of place than usually.
Yes, they changed Ahsoka's model.
Whereas Anakin looked older by like 20 years?
Yeah, because they did... I think the lighting didn't complement his character model.
Because like he's very wrinkly. Like incredibly so. He did grow up on a desert planet, so I guess he didn't moisturize much.
He lived in moisture farm, I don't know. But
no, he didn't.
His son did, I know, the joke's bad. Okay, so
no, but
even the holograms are weird.
I didn't notice anything wrong about the holograms.
They just look different to how they were earlier in the season.
It's possible. I mean, they definitely have more than one set of people working on this.
But it just struck me as weird why they would remodel everything. Because even the clones look different to how they did before. I'm not sure if you saw, but they reused a shot of the clone when like a Venator is hit by like a artillery or whatever. You see clones getting like thrown about the canteen, and they use that. That's a shot from the Malevolence.
They did reuse a couple bits, like I said, with Grievous getting into the thing. And the list of like animation goofs was a little longer than usual.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Rex missing his like skirt, which apparently is called a kana.
It's called a karma.
Kama, and things like that. For example, people who rather droids or cyborgs who shouldn't have limbs having them.
Yeah.
And as you said, the lighting, like for example, especially in the scene where Anakin wakes up.
Oh my god! Someone really loves Bloom.
It looks like the scene where Frodo wakes up at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. Oh my god! Gandalf, use the Force, Frodo.
Bloody Gandalf slamming his staff in the top of second Death Star to make it blow up.
That was my favourite moment.
If he died again, what would happen to him? Doesn't matter. This isn't the Lord of the Rings podcast.
Maybe he's the Bendu. Yes. Well.
Anyway.
Star Wars. Animation.
Yeah. It did look a little different. Yeah, as you said, not necessarily in a great way. But there were still some good things.
Yeah,
like little subtle touches, like the way Ahsoka was holding her breath while she was
I was going to say that, yeah.
Yeah.
So they were skydiving from
Skydiving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Skydiving.
And Ahsoka had to close her mouth because otherwise she's just going to
inhale some mice, flies.
Yeah, you don't want that. So it's like...
Yeah, she was like inflating her mouth.
Yeah, so that's a cool animation touch. Didn't really need to do that. There was one shot that showed like the animation of Denal running and then picking up a comlink from the ground, which I was just like, wow, that's some good animation there. And it's such a weird thing. Like, why would they put so much effort into like small things, especially for season 1 when everyone says animation, character models are shit, and I thought they were until I'm rewatching it.
Yeah, what?
It's not bad,
and there's still so much texture and everything. When there's like close-ups on droids' heads,
yeah, the clone armor
Who keeps touching them so much that there's just stuff everywhere.
Like they don't want to be shinies.
I guess. No, I'm talking about droids.
Oh, the droids.
Did I say clones? If I did, I meant clones.
Yeah.
I meant, if I said clones, I meant droids.
Yes.
That's the bloody double power coffee that I'm drinking, probably.
Yeah.
The calf.
Whoa, tap calf. That's what the coffee is in Star Wars.
No, it's just calf.
Yeah, but like, yeah.
I was gonna say maybe that's what it is in High Republic times, but no, that's still just calf.
Yeah, tap calf is a coffee house, isn't it?
I don't know, man.
Like Starbucks equivalent.
Is it Wars credits in that version?
Holiday special credits.
Yeah. And a shot that I noticed was when Anakin was running up towards like a lineup of droids, and he was like shifting from like the middle to the side and to the other side of the shot, so he looked like he was playing Temple Run.
Yeah.
But it looked pretty cool anyway.
Yeah, the thing is that there's some close-up shots seem to be like kind of iffy animation, but when it zooms out, the animation is good. So there's a bit in the Trandoshan scavenger ship, not Trandoshan scavenger ship, when Anakin and Ahsoka are like they're having a little battle with
some IG units.
Yeah, and I really like the animation of their like attacks. The animation of the IG units was a bit weird because they were just jumping around everywhere like bloody frogs.
Yeah.
But their animation, like Anakin and Ahsoka's animation of like fighting them, I thought was pretty good.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. What wasn't pretty cool, I thought Ahsoka winked at weird moments.
Winked?
Yeah, she kept winking. I'm not sure if you noticed.
I have not, but she does do a lot with her face. She has a very like DreamWorks protagonist.
DreamWorks.
She doesn't do the DreamWorks face, that one with like the.
The only DreamWorks animated protagonist I'm thinking of is Shrek.
I don't know that he does it, but the donkey definitely does. Then there's the bloody fish from Shark Tale.
Oh my god.
Barry B. Benson, probably. Everyone does like the same weird face that's like smarmy.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean now. Yeah, yeah. Hey, it's pulled off. That's the B movie poster right there.
I do like jazz.
I thought it was going to be the Star Wars equivalent, huh? So
Maybe. What was I gonna say? Yeah, Ahsoka kind of has that vibe. She doesn't do that face, but she does a lot of
Faces.
expressions. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, it can be weird, can be fine, but yeah. There's a cool bit when Ahsoka bloody chops an IG unit in half from like head to toe, and that's pretty cool.
Well, it bisects it.
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
Ooh.
that's pretty cool.
Maybe she is the black bisector.
I don't
It's
know
a
what that-
reference to a very specific NPC in Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Whoa.
He's like a droid that has his like vocal unit fried, so he talks weird, and he calls you the black bisector. I think
That's kind of weird.
it's on Taurus. I think.
Doesn't Taurus
Maybe
get blown up?
Coruscant.
In-
It does. You do go to Taurus, but notice later. I think this is back on Coruscant or Nar Shaddaa.
Whoa.
Or Nar Shaddaa.
Nar Shaddaa.
Nar Shaddaa.
Murder.
Murder.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? IG units, yeah.
Yeah, they jumped. I didn't like how they fought. I prefer it in Mandalorian, but obviously that was a creation of the Mandalorian.
I thought they did do a little bit of they don't have a specified front, so they can then just switch sides.
That's
which
true.
But yeah, I guess it's like a thing in like children's shows that kids like motion. So.
Kids like jumpy people.
Like Yoda.
Jumpman Mario.
Superman before he learns to fly.
Hulk. He jumps a lot.
Shrek jumped at least once.
I don't think it... When did Shrek jump?
I don't know.
I can't imagine Shrek jumping.
The piece of animation that I just remembered, I mean, it's not real, but what I thought I remembered Shrek doing is, you know that shot in Batman v Superman where Batman is like trying to evade Doomsday and like tries to grapple beam out of the way of the laser? I
And
just
it's-
imagine Shrek doing that to evade the dragon.
Are there like even not enough frames for him to get out of shot as well?
Yeah.
Like in Batman v Superman.
What is wrong with my memory?
Shrek v Superman.
Oh god.
Coming to a cinema near you.
Ah.
Fucking hell. You know who was a bit like Shrek? The Trandoshan.
You know who he was even more like? I will show you exactly what the Trandoshan, whose name, by the way, is Ganacht.
Garnacht.
Yeah, Ghanachkt. He looked exactly like this boss from Super Metroid, named Kraid.
Huh. That dude is fat. It's a fat lizard boy.
Both the things that we are talking about.
Indeed.
Both Kraid and Ganacht.
Yeah, Garnacht is
A fat Trandoshan.
and
The first thing you see of him is his farting ass.
oh, the fart joke in this episode is terrible.
Yep.
Oh my god. Flashbacks to Asdaf movie, whatever, the one with the fart joke. Never mind.
All of them?
Only one has a fart joke.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fart enough.
But yeah, fart joke, bad. I can't believe Star Wars did a fart joke.
They did fart jokes in episode 1.
Oh yeah. I saw
Remember when Jar Jar stepped in some poo?
some poo-doo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, stop with the Rick and Morty references.
Pretty cool.
Oh god, gonna pretty cool myself. And
My man.
so
My wife.
malware. Okay.
This is getting us back to Star Wars
Back-
via Agent Callus.
Yeah. Oh god. So what's his name? Marbooked.
Ganacht.
God.
Who the hell is Marbooked?
I don't know. So Garnacht, he lied to Anakin and Ahsoka,
Yeah, he's...
who were wearing ponchos, by the way.
Yeah, which was weird, but kind of cool.
Pretty cool, more like. I like ponchos in Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like their go-to it's like the Jedi go-to, what do you call it? Costume.
Yeah, but everyone wears ponchos in Star Wars.
Yeah, especially not Caleb Dune.
Carl Kestis.
Cal Kestis.
Yeah, he wears a lot of ponchos.
He wears nothing but ponchos.
Oh my god, remember when they said we're introducing new costumes and everyone's like, oh my god, yes, it's just different coloured ponchos.
Some people like it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Like, I like ponchos, but I don't, in Star Wars, but I don't like those ones. They look kind of rubbery.
Especially the ones with like Boba Fett colors.
Oh my god. Luke wore a poncho in the original one.
Sure did.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
And what they wore in Return of the Jedi kind of looks like a poncho.
Yeah, they were.
On Endor.
On Endor.
On Air-Deraan.
Yeah.
On Air-Deraan.
On
Erendor.
On Aragorn.
Oh yeah, what Luke wears in Return of the King.
Yeah. Where the well, okay, so Garnak.
Garnak.
He's got R2D2 hiding in his thing.
Yeah.
And R2 does like a little whistle, and Anakin's like, I recognize that. That's R2, and Ahsoka's like, how do you recognize his voice? It's like, Anakin clearly is the only person that actually cares even a little bit about any droid in the entire galaxy.
Yeah, like enough to the point for Obi-Wan to be like, be careful, if you form any more connections, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Yeah. Now imagine if Anakin turns to the dark side over R2. It's like, where is R2? Is he safe? Is he alright?
It seems in your anger, you disassembled him. My little black friend.
What?
He's talking to Vader, come
That's
on!
more like big, we're not little.
I'm not saying that.
Oh my god, that's going to be a certain straight to DVD release of Star Wars, put it that way. But
well, is this the sci-fi movie from 1998 that you're not meant to Google?
Sci-fi movie from 19?
You don't know the meme. Good.
Good. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, it's for the better.
Okay, but yeah, the hijinks do ensue with R2 because he takes off his restraining bolt. He's not into that, so he escapes. He whacks it.
Which I thought that the whole point of a restraining bolt was they can't do anything like this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, but it's also possible that it's following basic restraining bolt stuff, which is that they can't go from a radius
maybe
of the owner, and also the owner has a little trigger thing, like in A New Hope. When you see you see bloody what's his name, Luke press it, and then C-3PO is basically zapped. He's like,
when does he do that?
When C-3PO is hiding behind some crates and he's looking for R2 and he zaps C-3PO's thing and he goes, ah!
I always thought he was just spooked.
Yeah, but because he was spooked because he got fucking zapped. That was the restraining bolt.
I need to rewatch A New Hope.
Yeah.
I never picked up on that.
Yeah, it's almost the same thing that the Jawas use on R2. It's kind of weird.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But R2 gets his restraining bolt off and he goes around and he's messing with the wires.
Yeah, he airlocks one of the IGs.
Oh yeah, that dude got f***ed. But that entire sequence, along with the music, in my opinion, it has more in common with the I'm Blue music video than the rest of the Clone Wars. And I don't necessarily mean that in a bad way.
Look, I'm gonna say slight spoiler. I really, really liked the bits with the music. I thought they were just super good because, I don't know if that was the intended reason, but I feel they put that music there so they didn't have to fill it with quips or inconsequential dialogue, so that kids don't get bored, and it works just so much better than this is where the fun begins. Watch out, Ahsoka. Oh golly jeez, Anakin, you are just incorrigible.
Yeah, you're just too bad, Snips. Things like that.
Look out! Oh no! Look out! The Gold 6. Look out! Gold 7. Oh no! They both died.
And
oh
instead
no!
you got like some bloody
Unless you got
2000s music.
like jazz drums and cool like electronic beeps and boops.
I completely forgot that was in.
Yeah.
It shocked me when there was that kind of stuff in the Clone Wars movie.
Yeah.
And it shocked me there was that kind of stuff there. So
I gotta say, I loved it then. I loved it even more here.
yeah, because there's a lot of it here.
Yeah.
Well, imagine like you're listening to the Clone Wars soundtrack, and you got all like the sort of semi-orchestral pieces, and you're just like getting through it all, and then like you suddenly just get to this weird like 2000 a flash to the past.
Yeah. You just put all of Star Wars music on shuffle, and you go from bloody Mos Eisley Cantina to Jabba Flow to Jedi Rocks to this like snare drum monstrosity, which I mean in the best way possible.
Yeah. Listen to it. Everyone watch the bloody episode. Actually, there's also there's this the sort of cool action with the weird music.
Mm-hmm.
There's also some like reasonably brutal moments with droids, as you mentioned. So R2 is literally torn apart and is still alive.
Yeah.
You see his spine, basically.
Spoiler alert for WandaVision, I guess.
Oh,
but
yeah.
when you see Division, like on the, not amnesty table, autopsy table.
He's kind of like R2 in this.
Was it a reference to Clone Wars?
Oh my god.
Almost certainly not, but that's my headcanon.
Yes, Dave Filoni is back at it again.
Oh god, what if the cameo that bloody Paul Bettany was talking about?
It's Dave Filoni!
Yeah, the actor he always wanted to work with was Dave Filoni.
Famous for Trapper Wolf.
Yeah, and nothing else?
Yeah. But Dave Filoni did not direct this episode.
No, he is just
neither
the
of these
supervising
episodes, rather.
director.
Yeah, instead it was directed by Rob Coleman.
Rob Collins, huh?
No,
Any idea what else they are notable for?
a couple of other Clone Wars episodes, as far as I know. So, yeah.
And I think it was directed well, other than a couple bits where like some battle droids just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You see a shot of doors opening, and the very next shot is suddenly just droids, not even walking out, just out.
Yeah, look, I don't think these episodes are really the ones that they cared in season 1.
No.
Like, I think there's still some like pretty cool stuff. Like,
pretty cool.
And like also animation and like the continuity and that kind of stuff. Like, you also have like the clouds when they're skydiving on that planet. They're like painted clouds. They look cool.
I thought they didn't mesh too well. They look like a bit too close and too low res, too big.
I suppose.
Yeah.
But I thought that these episodes, it looked more like a painting, like the textures on the people than normal.
Those clouds, definitely. I don't know about the other places, but
I'm in on like the character models as well.
fair enough.
But yeah, I don't know. I liked it.
I liked a lot of it, not the 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do agree that there was a lot of brutality, as we mentioned with R3's death, as we mentioned with R2 on the operating table. Most of the clones who showed up died.
Oh yeah. So like 3 clones died on that station for R2. Yeah, one got like a blast bolt deflected back at him, and 2 got bloody one hit by Grievous. So.
Yeah, but speaking of Grievous, like Ahsoka's fight with him,
Oh, yeah.
she did surprisingly well, and it was a pretty okay fight.
Yeah,
Most of it was her running away and hiding.
Yeah, because I hear people saying, "Oh my god, why did Ahsoka manage to hold her own against Grievous?" But I was like, she's running away, so like.
Well, but before she decides to run away, like they duel for a fair amount of time. It was the longest duel in the show so far, I think.
Probably. She gets bloody her throat like clasped by bloody Grievous's arm or foot, I don't know. And it was like such a 2003 Grievous bit. It was like Grievous hanging from the ceiling and just like grabbing her. It's like, Jesus Christ, that's the Grievous we know and love.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but it seems that the intro seems to suggest that Grievous is the tactical badass. It just so happens that every time we see him on the screen, he sucks.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is that every time he's on screen, he's facing off against Luke.
Luke, yes!
Why do I keep doing this? We both keep doing this.
Yeah.
Bloody Anakin, Obi-Wan, and or Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Some combination of the three.
But this episode
and he has to lose because of it.
Yeah, and this episode is one of the first of many that had to somehow fit with the continuity mess of Anakin never seeing Grievous until Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and they do it somehow. They just have him running through different corridors.
Yeah, I mean, they were on the same ship at least twice at this point.
Yeah. So it's just kind of amusing.
Yeah, all because of that one line, I thought you'd be taller.
Yeah, and because of that, they're like, we can't have them ever see each other in this 7-season-long show.
At the same time, like, Anakin was supposed to never have seen Magna Guards because of the novelization of episode 3, where he says he only read about them until then.
Maybe they're Magna Guard version 3.
No, I think they just didn't care about the novelization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The novelizations are still semi-canon, I believe. Like they're not
of it, yeah.
They're not no longer canon. Like they're still, the novelizations are still in print.
Yeah.
And they're not legends because they're the novelizations of the movies. So
I think that the thing is, if a novelization says something, then it's real. But unless the movie said it, you can kind of just
you skirt it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true.
Like a comma.
Whoa. Bringing
the clones back.
Ooh,
and
nice.
also Shore Troopers for some reason.
Shore Troopers?
Yeah, they also have the comma.
Oh, they do, yeah. I
And
quite like
First Order Snow Troopers.
them.
Which I wish I didn't remember what they look like, because I don't like their design at all.
You don't?
I don't.
I think they're fine.
They're fine. Like, I think that First Order Stormtroopers are okay.
Yeah, I prefer those, I believe.
Yeah, but like most of the other ones,
Yeah.
like
I don't know.
it's still better than Sith Troopers.
I think the Sith Troopers are a cool design. It just so happens that, it just doesn't really, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
The explanation behind it is kind of dumb.
yeah. Oh
But,
well.
There is
Oh my god! Now I remember that there was a red stormtrooper in Star Wars Resistance. He was like the Red Baron of the First Order. What if he was like a runaway Sith trooper?
Whoa! No, I think they just had no idea what Sith Troopers were because J.J. Abrams changed his mind halfway through making Episode 9.
I think you might be right.
I am right. Because that's what happened.
Was Rise of Skywalker 2019?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
We're living in the future. Now,
And I don't like it. I want to
Episode
go
7.
back. Let me go back to when bloody Clone Wars was coming out.
still is.
Let
Bad
me-
Batch.
It's a sequel series that doesn't count.
It's basically going to be Clone Wars 2.
Electric
soundtrack. Like these episodes.
Whoa! I was just searching for something for Star Wars that ends in Alu.
A Lou?
Like Boogaloo.
Oh. I don't know. Refresh a Lou. Yeah. What I found interesting is that on the space station, the listening station, this is literally no relation to what we were talking about, but it's like there were a lot of Aqualish engineers,
Yeah.
which I thought was interesting.
I noticed that. I don't remember. I didn't take a note on what the planet was that they were.
I don't think it was named in the episode.
I don't know either, but I don't think that it was the Aqualish planet.
No, it wasn't Ando. But
Mando.
fun fact:
Mm-hmm.
that same Aqualish model appears in later episodes in the season, like Defenders of Peace, which I believe is I think is directed by. No, it's not directed by the same person, but it's in the same arc as another Rob Coleman episode.
That's fun.
So yeah, I don't know. So it's a reused model for a later episode, and the reason why I say reused because in a later episode the character's named. His name is like, what is it? Poon Zignat. So
cool name, bruh.
yeah. So
I mean, it's possible that it was literally reused because I don't know what order they were shot in. It's probably not the release order because the release order makes even less sense than the first order.
whoa,
Damn!
mate, that joke had more planning than the sequel trilogy.
There was another dab if you couldn't tell.
Yeah. Oh god. Yeah.
Yeah. Then the first order in bloody Force Awakens and no other film.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the only one that we will talk about.
Yeah, because we banned ourselves from talking about. I'm not going to say
some
it.
things.
I know, I've already mentioned it at the start of this episode.
Did we?
Yeah. So I think we're breaking the trend.
We should. The Trandoshan.
Chandrafan. We're not going back to Marduk or whatever his name is.
Marduk. No,
what's his name?
Not the Sumerian god.
Gabzook.
Garnak.
Garnacht.
Garnacht.
Yeah. Is that in the One Ring thing?
What are you talking about?
No.
Yeah, it's like Ashnak Rinbatul.
Yeah.
Cool thing.
Cool thing, bro.
Speaking of something that's not a cool thing.
Ooh.
There is actually a lot to choose from. Look at my things.
Yeah.
For example, did you notice that both of these episodes, someone had a bad feeling about this?
Yeah, and they were misplaced.
4 episodes in a row that someone had a bad feeling about this.
When Rex says it in Duel of the Droids, it's shit. It's like so they're surrounded by droids, and then Rex says, "I've got a bad feeling about this." It's like, no shit, Sherlock, you're surrounded. It's like, oh my god.
It's like they're really trying to shoehorn it everywhere.
Yeah.
I am honestly starting to get a little fed up with references in Star Wars.
That is a surprise. I thought all Star Wars fans get up and clap at references.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Ponda Baba!
You mean Buttface?
Yeah, Buttface.
Oh, well no, that was a reference to Red Letter Media.
Oh god. Where's Green Letter Media? A more positive version.
Where's the Blue Number Media? The more sexual one, because it's blue.
Dabba-dee dabba-die.
Like this episode.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Or like Thrawn, because
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's blue. We're not space racists.
No, definitely not. We like people whether they're blue, green, or red, or other Twi'lek or Twi'lek colors.
Yeah. I don't know all of the Twi'lek stuff.
I know there are at least those.
Orange.
Are they orange?
Yeah, Cham Syndulla. He's like orange.
I thought it was meant to be like red. Although, well, I don't care. There's like pink, like fish. Bib Fortuna.
Is Bib Fortuna pink? I think it's just pale. I'm not. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is he meant to be? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that the ones in Mandalorian are like grayish.
Yeah. How do we get here?
Things that aren't cool. Bad feeling about this.
Yeah, that's not cool. What else isn't cool?
For example, all the terrible nicknames that people get in this episode.
Oh my god! Yeah, those episodes are. I'm not the episode. Sorry, the nicknames are terrible.
There is
too many.
There are too many. We have obviously the classics, Sky Guy and Snips, but also
there's Ahsoka, the witty Padawan she is, came up with one for Rex too.
Yeah, which was Rexter, Was it Rexter?
It was Rexter.
Rexter, yeah. Anakin, the Witmaster General, came up with Pookums as Ahsoka's fake name. Or was it meant to be like a... I don't even know.
Yeah.
Ahsoka also calls Ganak Lizardo, which feels more like a slur than anything.
Yeah, I think that's a slur.
Yeah, I think that Grievous calls him a slime, which also isn't great.
Grievous kills him, so...
Yeah, because he asked for more money.
Yeah.
Because he was like a long time Grievous collaborator.
Yeah, Grievous is anti-workers' rights.
Yeah.
Grievous is Jeff Bezos.
He's Mussolini and Jeff Bezos.
They're both bald.
They are?
Yes.
I didn't realize that Mussolini was bald.
Yeah, he's got like a square head.
Fair enough.
You know, like in Castle Crashers. That's what Mussolini looks like.
Wow. His head is the shape of Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yes.
Also, multiple people call R3 Stubby.
Oh yeah, I thought that was mean. Like when Anakin kept calling him Stubby because he kept screwing up. I thought like Anakin, that is a bit.
Isn't Stubby also like a synonym for Stiffy?
Stiffy. Oh my. Ah!
Is this like another spunk of Star Wars?
Yeah, I'm gonna create a Stubby Wikipedia page.
It probably already exists, actually.
Yeah.
I don't think there are any more, but
thank God.
There are already way too many. Unless you count Goldie for Arthur, which is fine. Yeah.
Because he was God. He was God. That was.
You said God.
R3 is not God. R3 is the Judas of the Clone Wars.
No, that was silver. Judas got silver pieces.
Yeah, but R3 isn't a vampire. So...
Are you making a Flynn Carson 3 reference?
I don't know what that is.
Do you not know the Flynn Carson movies?
No.
They're like fake Indiana Jones where he like works at a library that's full of like ancient artifacts and he goes out to find new ones.
I have not seen those. All I know is that like not in actual Christian mythology, but also possibly in like not Christian theology. I mean like medieval mythology relating to the Bible. Judas, because he had the silver and then he hanged himself. That's suicide. Suicide bad. Judas was the first vampire. Vampires don't like silver.
I thought those were werewolves.
Yeah, back then it was both.
Fair enough.
Like in The Witcher.
Whoa!
Yes.
Yeah, I said Flynn Carson because like that's the central conceit behind the third one. They have to find, I think that either wood from Jesus' cross or...
That's original.
Yeah, or the tree that Judas hanged himself on to defeat vampires.
Whoa, that's pretty rad.
I don't think the movie was.
Yeah, I mean, if that was good, which I'm guessing it's not.
I don't know.
With a name like Flynn Carson, I pass.
The first one was about the Spear of Destiny.
Spirit, that's the one that Legionnaire stabbed into Jesus.
Yeah, that's the one that Hitler was looking for.
Yeah, I watched a History Channel documentary on that back in the day.
It's also featured in Hellboy.
Whoa.
AKA the Rasputin movie you talked about.
Yeah, that is true.
Which we talked about in the last episode, I think.
I think so. That's a week ago. Whoa.
That was in 2019.
Back to Goldie, though.
Back to Goldie, yeah.
Not Silvery, Goldie.
Also, not Cash Money, because he was a double agent for Grievous.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really... Basically, he is the worst... I hate that I'm going to say this, but he's the worst imposter. You know, because he's like... he kept doing the opposite to what Anakin said. So he was like pretty obviously trying to just get him killed.
That was like one of the children's shows tropes I was touching up on in Grand Admiral Thoughts. Like, how stupid is everyone that A, they don't realize that there's something wrong with the droid, B, just get a different one that actually works after the first time it disobeys orders.
Literally, like, R3 activated the assassin droids. When Anakin was trying to, like, chase after people, he, like, cut his engines and, like, did the wrong thing when he tried to evade the missiles and didn't fire the guns. And then, like, R3 set off the tracking beacon that let Grievous know where he is. And like, all that kind of stuff. He put the blast doors instead of turning off the ray shields.
Yeah. That was at the very end when he was, like, when R3 shows himself as the imposter. So at that point it was kind of like, you know, all pretenses are down, but like, why is he still around? Also, how did Grievous smuggle a droid to the Republic Army? Also, if he did that, why not just load him full of explosives to like kill Anakin straight up?
Yeah.
Also, what was his plan exactly?
Dunno. Get rid of R2, but...
Well, like, Anakin gets shot, like, that's not that likely to happen.
Yeah.
Then Ga Nacht picked up R2, does he just pick up stuff from crashed Republic ships and sell it to Grievous?
I don't know. What it seemed to imply is that scavenger ships after the battles in the Clone Wars are reasonably common, that they don't really need to... They don't arise any suspicion.
Yeah, I
think
is
interesting.
I think he was like the Jawas of space, because they just sidled up to him and like, hey, you got any droids to sell?
Me and Pookums want an R2.
Yeah, she really, really wants an R2 unit.
Yeah.
She has her heart set on it.
Yeah.
I think is the direct quote.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
A similar dynamic to Jossie whatever and his co-pilot from Into the Dark.
I've not seen.
The book.
I've not read.
It's the newest High Republic thing.
Oh.
They are meant to be like the Han and Chewie of... you know, the crew with Geo.
Oh, Geo, yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, yeah.
Yes, that one.
Sorry.
Yeah. They're kind of like Han and Chewie, except Chewie is like a 19-year-old girl, and Han is asexual and more cool, and also has more of a god complex. There's literally...
That doesn't sound like Han and Chewie to me.
It's just a duo that drives a freighter, and they also smuggle a little bit, but they have hearts of gold.
Cool.
It's like Han and Chewie, but not.
Yes. But, so we were talking about Ahsoka having a heart set on an R2 droid.
Yeah.
Well, one could say Anakin has a stubby for R2. You can take that out if you want. But Anakin really wants to reunite with R2.
Yeah.
Because, like, he disobeys all the orders and whatever. He's like, I don't care. I just want R2 back. I just want to find him on the space station.
Yeah, I mean, I guess even though he did have friends, like, his biggest passion as a kid were droids.
Yeah.
Even in his early life as Vader, he's still very much into technology and repairing radios while thinking about Ahsoka.
Snips. Yeah. But, so he had his heart set on finding R2.
Yeah. And they gave up really easily, even though he heard him on that ship. Like,
yeah. I think that Anakin didn't wipe R2's memory on purpose, so he has an excuse to keep him.
I do think so. Like, he cares for droids a lot. Like, that's the whole thing. R2's memory never gets wiped for reasons. Ever.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if they wiped it in episode 9. Also, actually, just like a point about... I know we said we're not going to talk about episode 9, but so C-3PO is going to get his mind wiped. C-3PO gets his mind wiped all the f***ing time. It would be way more impactful if R2 got his mind wiped.
We say all the time. Like, the only time we know it happened is, like, after episode 3, isn't it?
Yeah, and he loses all knowledge of the prequels.
Yeah, well, you're not wrong that it's much less of a thing that they make it up to be.
Do you remember the intro segments for the episodes 1 through 3 VHS things?
I don't know about 1 through 3. I remember 4 through 6.
What are those the ones? It might be with them
where they're
too.
like where R2 and C-3PO are in some sort of a white room and they talk about other movies.
And they're talking about they're basically reciting Star Wars to us.
Basically.
That's what the movies are. So like, I've completely forgotten about this.
That was my first exposure to episode 2, was via those recaps. And seeing Anakin and Obi-Wan in those like space cars on Coruscant.
Are those on? They must be on the special edition ones.
Probably.
Because I think they're on the special edition VHS. But actually, no, they can't be, because the special edition VHS that I have is from 1997. That's before the prequels came out.
It might be like the second special edition, you know, with the improved...
Yeah.
With the improved Jabba.
But I never owned those.
I don't know.
So I have no idea where that was. They might have done it. They might have done a recap of the previous prequel movies for the VHS of each movie. That is possible. Next time I go home, I need to check. Because, as I've said, I don't own any Star Wars movies on DVD, apart from Star Wars The Clone Wars. And I only own the new Disney films on Blu-ray, so...
I have no clue when... For some reason, I remember that in one of them, they talk about Ewoks.
Yeah.
And being captured by them.
I think
but
they do recap...
in what movie would that be? Because that happens in episode 6, which is like... In that timeline, the last one.
I got a feeling...
They also call them Ewoks.
Oh. I got a feeling they recap the entire Star Wars saga. Because I feel like I have a memory of them reciting or telling us about the Skywalker family tree as well. And it's like... I think they... God. What is this segment? Why have I only just remembered this? And I can't even remember where I saw it. I have a limited amount of Star Wars VHSs at home. I don't know which one. I have the widescreen edition version of episode 5 and 6, and I think I have the it is sort of widescreen, but it's a different edition of episode 4. It's like an older version that's just called Star Wars on it, at least on the cover. And then I have the initial VHS releases of the prequels. So, must be from some of those. Or from the special editions.
Must be. Or maybe like...
No, it can't be from the special editions. That's impossible.
I would assume that it was like some sort of a Star Wars saga re-release or trilogy re-release with like a recap of the story so far as like its own separate thing as opposed to something before the movie.
Yeah. It has to be the VHS for the 1, 2, and 3. It has to be. And
I must have seen it like probably more than 15 years ago because again that was before I even saw Attack of the Clones.
Yeah. I remember at the end of Attack of the Clones the deleted scenes. They went for ages, man.
I mean, yeah, one of them is like the entirety of episode 3.
Yeah, as we've talked about in a different episode. But the thing is, like, a lot of them are boring. It's like Obi-Wan and Mace Windu walking to the end of like a starfighter hangar in the Jedi Temple, talking about a load of bullshit, and it's like. Oh.
And there's like Obi-Wan going to take like the Dart that killed what's her face,
Zam Wesell,
and he's like, "Tell me where this is from."
Dunno.
Sits there for 5 minutes. We have no idea. Puts his hand on his chin in a very thoughtful gesture. I think I know one person who can tell me exactly where this weapon is from.
I'd like that bit though.
it was completely pointless.
It would, yeah, but I mean, it's to help those people who are like, oh, why do you go to Dexter? Why don't you just ask someone else?
Because it wouldn't have the noir vibe that everyone loves so much about episode 2.
Oh, God.
This, but unironically, I actually do.
Yeah, I like the start of episode 2.
I don't mind the diner scene. I like a lot about episode 2.
Do you mind the bit when Dexter Jetster pulls up his trousers and you see a little bit of Basilisk bum?
I do mind that. I also
Yeah.
mind that he has a mustache, which I only noticed like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it's kind of cursed when you notice that he has a mustache.
And I also really mind the way how he asks Obi-Wan for money. He says it depends on the size of your wallet.
No, he says... No, I thought
And then he laughs.
No, he's saying...
He might say that differently in English, but in Czech it's that.
In the movie, he's talking about how the Kaminoans would treat you. He's saying how they would treat you well.
Oh, okay, fair.
But it depends on the size of your pocketbook.
Which I think is a wallet?
That's a wallet, but it's not a Star Warsy thing. It's like, that is just another word for wallet, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
what would you call it in Star Wars?
I don't know.
Your credit
pouch.
Credit pouch?
Oh, well, bloody Anakin had a lot of credits in his bloody poncho pouch.
Yeah.
He like pulled it out and the translation was like, ooh.
Do Jedi get paid?
No, I would assume not, but I think they must have like some sort of money to like buy things.
I guess some sort of an allowance.
Yeah.
Because at least in the High Republic times, they did go out and get drunk. At least the Padawans did.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, because I guess back then it wasn't this allowed.
Yeah.
I mean, Obi-Wan does drink.
Yeah.
You see that in episode 2 even, when he goes...
It's true, he goes to the bar and he just starts drinking.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
I mean, I don't know what it was. It was just blue. You could probably just say it was just...
Yeah. Maybe it's blue milk.
Well, maybe.
Obi-Wan is a good Christian boy. He only partakes in the milk.
But you know, even like Catholic priests were allowed to drink a little bit, and I'm not.
I mean, it's part of like the.
I'm not only talking about the whatever the wine is called, communion wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Christians can drink.
Yeah.
Like, of all derivations.
I mean, not all of them.
I mean, yeah, there's probably something. No,
I don't think that Mormons
can't be because
drink.
wine is like integral to the New Testament.
I suppose, but with the exceptions of that, there's probably at least one sect that doesn't drink.
Maybe, but I'm just saying, if you remove the wine from the Bible, there's like a plot hole.
The Amish don't drink.
Yeah, they're kind of weird though.
Except for I think their 18th birthday, when they're allowed to go out into the world and do literally whatever to just get it out of their system.
What?
Yeah, like it's like you have experienced the world. And now, because you believe in God, you know what you are getting rid of yourself of. You have tasted sin, and now come live with us in 18th century times.
What if they say no?
I guess that might be allowed.
Yeah.
But like, societal pressure. And
I just find it amusing that, yeah, it's like 18th century times. It's not like even the times of like the apostles or whatever. It's like...
that's not the point, I guess. It's just no technology, no electricity.
Yeah, but I mean, even the things that they have would be considered advanced to someone from like 500 years ago.
Yeah, but that's...
I don't know.
I think electricity is like the cutoff point.
Yeah, I suppose, but...
For reasons. Except when they take their carts to town... Where because of the laws they have to have like electronic turn signals.
Yeah,
blinkers, what we call them.
I don't call them blinkers, but I don't drive. I don't partake in the drive.
That does sound like a Star Wars drug.
The drive. Yeah.
There is medicinal spices in the High Republic, at least.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that is a plot point later on in the Clone Wars in season 7. Yeah, in the
season 7.
Yeah, Ahsoka's walkabout.
Huh.
Ahsoka's like, bloody, don't send this spice to the Pikes. Bloody, give it to the Republic, and they'll use it for medicine.
Oh, true.
So,
What do you think about the Pikes? About their design specifically?
I prefer it in the Clone Wars. I don't like it in Solo. Because I think they sort of simplify it too much in Solo.
I forgot they were in Solo.
Yeah, you only see one Pike in Solo.
Fair
but
enough.
it looks very different. Like, it's a flat face instead of having the little faces. And I think that makes it more the little faces is more interesting because they look weird. And I think that's better for a memorable alien species than what they did in Solo.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was the same team who did the alien designs for sequel trilogy, but...
No, it's the same people that did Rogue One. The same people that are doing Andor. So.
Well, they didn't do that good of a job with Solo.
Yeah.
Well,
well,
I mean, they still did a good job, but not that good of a job.
I really like the character designs in Solo,
Yeah.
apart from that Pike. Apart from that, I really like it.
I mean, what's her face? Late Madam Twilight? Or
Which one?
the crime boss on Corellia.
Oh yeah, the big.
The big bug lady.
Yeah.
The bug lady. No, I'm not saying.
Lady Proxima.
Lady Proxima. Yeah.
Proxima.
Could be Proxima.
I think it's probably Proxima.
Because it's a space thing.
Yeah, Proxima Centauri.
Exactly that. Yeah, she looks good. I think that most of the aliens that play Sabak look great.
Yeah,
Even
I like
the two-headed shrimp boy.
I like the little one that's the singer in the jar. Is like a little thing. I like.
That's such a Futurama thing.
I love it.
I need to rewatch Solo. I don't remember that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like doing a duet with this woman. It's just like she's doing it with like a little head in a jar thing.
Oh, it's like a Hamlet thing.
Yeah, she's not holding it. It's like suspended. It's kind of funny though. But it's like super serious.
Yeah. Paul Bettany could have looked better.
I think it's fine.
Wasn't he like supposed to be like some sort of an alien, but was changed?
No. He's still kind of an alien.
Well, yeah, but I thought that wasn't he meant to be like a known species?
No, he was gonna be like an alien species. That
he was like a Catman, wasn't he?
Yeah, and that was when he was played by another actor.
Mm.
And then they changed it, and they were like,
we don't have time. Let's just put some lines on Paul Bettany's face.
yeah, and so those lines glow when he's angry,
which
is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But you can kind of see it as well in the film. I think it's fine. I prefer to read it as scars. I think that's probably cooler.
Probably.
But yeah.
But anyway, Duel of the Droids.
Duel of the Droids.
I think that if there ever was a motto for our podcast, it would be it's not about the episodes you watch, it's about the tangents you go on along the way.
Yeah.
But speaking of mottos...
Oh yeah, the mottos.
My favourite Rodian, Toydarian.
Yeah. Trust in your friends and they'll have reason to trust in you.
Which, I don't know if it means Ahsoka or Anakin, but it reads to me like they were meant to trust in R3.
It reads to me that they're meant to trust in Anakin, who thinks R2's alive. Either way, I think it's very tenuous.
Yeah.
Early Clone Wars mottos are a bit...
Oh no, I don't think it gets better.
I think they're better later on.
I don't know. Maybe I just never really put much thought into them, but I just don't really think they ever...
I don't know. I remember them being better than this.
Some are fine.
Yeah. And then the next one, I fucking hate this one. You hold onto friends by keeping your heart a little softer than your hair.
No, I actually like that.
That's so stupid. No, that's just dumb.
But it bloody characterizes Anakin so well.
Yeah, but he kills kids later.
Well, yeah, but that's only...
He kept his heart too soft, then it bloody turned into a kid-killing machine.
But that's because of Sheev.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he wasn't there to poison his mind...
Yeah, because he didn't keep his mind that hard. Anyway, because he didn't trust Stumpy. I mean, because... Sorry, that was terrible.
Not Stumpy, Stubby.
Stubby. Oh, God damn it.
No, he's Stumpy.
Yeah.
Later on.
He is Stumpy later on. Darth Matt.
Darth Matt?
Yeah. What do you call a man with no legs and no arms?
What
Matt.
are you talking about?
It's from Robot Chicken.
I see. I thought you were talking about the thing with Pirates 3.
Yeah, I remember Darth something.
I think it was Larry.
Darth Larry.
Not Darth Larry. It's from Pirates of the Caribbean. There's no Darths.
That's what I was confused.
No, that was a joke. There was like the pirates are freaking bad at naming. I knew a man with one leg, one arm, and half an eye. What did you call him? Larry.
Yeah.
I like that movie a lot.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean 3 is better than Pirates of the Caribbean 2.
I think they're both better than Pirates 1.
No, that is wrong.
It's just more interesting.
No.
There's lore. There's more
lore
interesting.
in the
There's
first
better
one.
effects.
The effects are brilliant. They're mind blowing in the first one.
Look at the scene where all the zombie pirates are revealed. That does not look good.
From memory, it holds up. I saw the making of that. That movie came out in like 2005.
No, it was even earlier than that. It's
Was
like
it?
2002.
Jesus Christ! Okay, you can't say
It's
that.
almost 20 years old.
That is mad. But the effects, you got to admit, the effects in Pirates 1 for 2002 they're very good.
Oh yeah, they do look better than most of like.
They look
episode
better
1
than
and 2.
episode 2 of Star Wars
Yeah, I mean,
for some parts.
some parts probably look better in Star Wars, but then again, that's Star Wars, and also then again,
Pirates was based off a friggin' theme park ride.
yeah.
So, yeah.
I need to rewatch Pirates. I love
Me
Pirates.
too. I really like Pirates of the Caribbean. I think
love
it's great fun.
Democracy.
Yeah.
I was going to rewatch them like last year or two, but I only got to the first one and then stopped for whatever reason.
I think the first one's just really good.
It is, but I just prefer Fishmen over zombies.
Yeah, well, I thought Fishmen were weird. I don't like 2. I think 2 goes on for too long and there's just not much plot. 3, I think 3 is way better than 2.
Yeah. 3 is... yeah, let's not argue about which Pirates is the best Pirates on our Star Wars podcast. Let's just say both 4 and 5 are worse than either of the first 3.
I haven't even seen 5. I will not.
Don't, it's just not great.
Yeah.
It's okay, but it's just very
I
uninspired.
know he steals a bank by, like, literally stealing a bank.
Well, he tries to anyway,
Yeah.
but they f*** up.
Whoa.
Spoilers. And I was so excited for it because, like, what's his face?
It's got the guy from No Country for Old Men.
Yeah, and from Mother. Not Antonio Banderas. What's his name? Did we talk about Banderas on the show?
No! Yes, Luke Evans.
No, it's inconsequential, but...
Wow, that's my favourite actor.
Incontinentia.
Buttocks.
Yeah, like his design and like the Ghost Pirates, they seem cool, but they just do nothing.
Yeah, they already did Ghost Pirates.
No, they did Zombie Pirates. That's different.
Similar enough.
Yeah, I guess. But
No,
yeah.
they literally did zombies in bloody 4, didn't they?
Yeah, they did voodoo zombies. They're different
God.
from Aztec undead cursed zombies,
Yeah.
which are also different from undead fishmen,
Yeah.
which are different from fishmen from One Piece, who
Whoa.
are just like a race. That's like the sister species of merfolk.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that like reversed?
Not really. A fish person is literally just... They can have like literally any fish-like features. They can look like a fish with legs, or they can just look like a human with like gills or anything in between. And merfolk are what you think merfolk would look like. But the thing is, when any combination of merfolk and fish people can have kids together, and they have an equal chance of being either merperson or fish person.
I thought you were just going to say they have an even chance of becoming a normal person or a fish.
No, that is not a thing.
I think that would be better. I mean, One Piece, hit me up.
No, one of them would instantly die.
Yeah. No, just like birth a fish. Not even from an egg. Just a birth of, like, a Magikarp does a flop.
That would be funny, but if a person was born under the sea, they would instantly die.
That is also true.
I don't know if they lay eggs or whatever. That I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's tenuously reminded me of a something that Ahsoka says in in this episode 6.
Continue.
Downfall of a Droid. When Anakin is like flying, they're doing like the battle against Grievous, and Ahsoka's like, "Get back here! You won't last a Minoc minute out there."
What does that mean?
What the f*** is a Minoc minute?
I don't. I think it's Minoc a minute.
What? That doesn't even make any.
Look,
that makes even less sense than Minoc minute. In my head, I was like, Minoc minute. Maybe it's like a measurement of time in space when there's no like time.
Is that like a Star Wars minute, like what Star Wars Explained used to be?
Maybe.
When did he start his channel? Was that around that time? Probably.
Long time ago. But there's currently another Star Wars minute.
Oh, fair enough.
That's why he changed his name. Because there were 2 Star Wars minutes.
Fair enough. I do think that Star Wars Explained is better.
Indeed.
Because he doesn't have to make minute-long episodes.
Yeah, I remember his Wilro Hood video. And that was 3 minutes long.
Who's Wilro Hood?
The guy with the ice cream machine.
Oh yeah, the guy from Cloud City.
Yeah. Where were we? Minoc a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Would you prefer if Star Wars makes up completely new, like, phrases and idioms? Or if they just say, you couldn't drag me away with 5 Canto Bite creatures that they free in the movie we can't talk about.
What are they called? Favias or something?
Fabio. Yeah, you couldn't drag me away with a pack of wild Fabios.
Yeah.
Just an Earth phrase, but with like a Star Wars equivalent creature.
I prefer made up term.
But then you get the problem with, what does that mean?
I know, but it makes like. The thing is that Minoc a minute what even is Minoc's replacing?
No, that's the thing. That's an original phrase.
Yeah.
Which you want in
Yeah,
Star
I do
Wars,
want.
apparently.
I'm not saying
and this is when they did it, and you hate it.
Like I might hate it, but that doesn't mean I don't want them to do that.
You're like one of those bloody weird fans who really want something in Star Wars, but the second they make it in the movie, oh no, this is bad.
No.
This is literally what you are. You are the kind of person who hates Rogue One.
I love Rogue One.
But you're the kind of person who doesn't.
Damn, you got me there. Yeah, I don't know. Just I want to know what Minoc a minute means, or Minoc minute. I thought it was Minoc minute. Time doesn't really make much sense in Star Wars. Plug
our YouTube channel on Air-Deraan, and not one word.
Yeah.
On space Air-Deraan.
Ahsoka says some dumb stuff.
Yeah, like at least she didn't say R2E in this episode.
I think she said something. I think she did.
I don't believe she did because I was looking out for it.
Well, she said there is a nickname she says about R2 though.
R2ster. R-Toaster.
R-Toaster, yeah.
She calls Grievous a tinny.
Grievous isn't a tinny.
You're just another tinny.
Oh yeah, Grievous says like, there's no need to fear, we're all droids here. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, he says that to R2 when he's cut up on the table already,
yeah.
I think.
No, it's just before he cuts him open.
Oh yeah, true. Sorry.
But I'm just like, why?
Also, they're not all droids there. That room is full of Aqualish.
Yeah, and Grievous isn't a f***ing droid. He's a cyborg. He's got lungs and a heart.
And eyes.
And eyes, yeah.
And a brain.
Yeah, presumably.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, and so like, what the
If he didn't have a brain, why keep the rest?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, you're not a droid. I'm gonna check your privilege, Grievous.
It's
bloody organics ruining the Confederacy.
Were you doing the groundskeeper Willie meme?
Maybe. Yeah. Bloody separatists! They ruined the separatists!
As we'll see in Heroes on Both Sides.
It's true.
In about 10 weeks?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Maybe 20?
Yeah, long time. And also, when R2 is cut up, this links back to...
Not the clone cut up.
No, not him. He gets eaten.
So does R2, but way later.
Way later in the timeline.
Yeah.
This is all canon.
Yeah, but earlier in real life.
In real life. But still, a long, long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
When R2 is cut up by Gazebo, or whatever his name is.
Garnacht.
Globko Garnacht. When he's cut up by him,
Stop saying cut up. That's a clone. He has a Wikipedia page.
Look, when R2 is disemboweled, R2 showing all the data on everything in holograms. I'm just like, where is he projecting those holograms?
I thought it was like a screen.
No, I don't know. It might have been. But it seemed like he was projecting holograms from his body. I was like, how? Where? What?
I mean, he can do that.
Yeah, but no, he does it through the nozzle. He's got that little nozzle thing.
R3 doesn't.
No, R3 was holding a... Did you not see that? He was holding a
And what was that thing on the top of his head?
That was his antenna.
But he was on the same ship as Grievous.
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, Wi-Fi sucks.
I guess.
You need like an antenna on your mobile phone.
Also, why did he do that? Like, bloody non-hologram things exist. There was a phone on the Malevolence.
Yeah, but remember how like R2 also had to, in episode 3, when he's communicating with Anakin and Obi-Wan on the Silent Hand, he's holding one of the women's leg raisers.
Oh yeah, similar with C-3PO in episode 4.
Yeah, he's holding a comlink, isn't he?
Yeah.
A stormtrooper comlink. A stormtrooper absorbaloff link.
Comlink. I was thinking bloody the Slideen are not from planet NASA Pima Battlon. That's Apu's name. What planet are they from?
Raxacorigus Fallipatorius.
Raxacorigus Fallipatorius.
I think so, yeah. Not NASA Pima Battlon. I love that.
They're from planet Hibbert.
Dr. Hibbert. I can't do his laugh. I'm not going to attempt it.
Did you know that only now he's not going to be voiced by a white person? Like only in the next season they're casting someone else.
Huh. Interesting. Simpsons.
Yay. Never ever has been problematic. Not once. Do you have any idea where the footage in the reel was from? Because I don't think I could place it.
What was it?
It was like Anakin and some clones fighting in a hangar, but not from this episode.
I think that might have been new.
It seemed like, did they put enough... I just don't know. Because I thought... I don't know, the reel just kind of confused me.
I think it was new stuff, but they reused some things. But mostly new.
It wasn't quite as blatant as the previous reel, which showed...
Yeah, previous episodes and future episodes.
More so future episodes than anything else.
Yeah.
Friggin' Luminar Unduli was there.
Next thing you know, we're going to watch bloody Bombad Jedi, and it's going to show, in the reel, it's going to show like bloody Bad Batch or something. Hot take, I prefer this two-parters of the Bad Batch arc.
I mean, you've always been saying that Bad Batch was not the best arc to begin with.
No, I don't think so.
And I honestly was not a huge fan of a large part of it either.
Yeah.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
And I definitely liked the Echo stuff a lot.
That was cool. I think the fact that I already knew it, because I'd seen the sizzle. What do you call it?
I think they were just called the reels.
Yeah, they were called reels, the test sort of thing.
Test reels.
It had no animation basically, but I've already seen the entire Bad Batch arc.
I think you've been pretty vocal that they were like one of your least favorite of those, if not the least favorite.
No, it wasn't my least favorite.
Which one is your least favorite?
What of season 7?
Yeah,
I didn't like. I thought Ahsoka's walkabout was fine.
No, I meant the reels.
Oh, the reels.
Yeah.
No, that was my least favorite of the reels. Yeah. Crystal Crisis was good. I like Crystal Crisis.
I really liked the reels of the duel between Boba Fett and Cad Bane.
Yeah, I wish they finished that arc. That would have been cool.
It might be in something in the future.
It might be in Bad Batch, which would be pretty cool.
They could remake it in the book of Boba Fett.
Whoa, like
Because-
a flashback.
Spoiler alert, they may or may not be remaking a certain important moment from Rebels
That is true.
in Obi-Wan Kenobi or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it is called Obi-Wan Kenobi. Because
Okay.
apparently Star Wars shows can't be called anything but the name of the main character.
I mean, there's Visions.
Maybe it's
Oh my
on...
god, what if
It's a
Star Wars...
crossover!
What if Star Wars Vision is the final episode of WandaVision?
Oh my god.
Spoilers, I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh my god.
there's a droid story.
Yeah.
There's
Paul Bettany can't wait to work with Alec Guinness.
he can't wait to work with Dio.
Dio. I can't wait
He's
to
a-
work with Rey Skywalker's dad. You know, Palpatine's defective clone son.
Oh yes.
Who looks suspiciously like Owen Lars in the prequels.
Wow.
So, same person.
Confirmed.
Where's Aunt Beru?
Crispy.
She is, yeah, that's true. I'm assuming Luke buried their bodies.
I don't know.
Is
I
it better?
don't-
Is
I don't think it's ever been confirmed.
it better or worse? I think it's better if he did bury their bodies.
It is better if he did, but
What if, like, okay, people should like edit the end of episode 9 to this. The film we're never going to talk about ever again.
no, we are allowed to talk about episode 9. That one we are.
Okay, so before we talk about never mind. So when Rey puts Luke and Leia's lightsabers outside the Lars homestead, she like forces it down, and then she go clunk, and it hits like Aunt Beru's skull. And she just has to like, okay, bad plot. And then she moves it to another bit, and she goes clunk, and it's Shmi Skywalker's skull because the gravestone's gone.
What if that contact with kyber crystals is what retroactively made all of them force sensitive?
Oh my
which
god!
explains why Aunt Beru has a
Certain point of view thing.
has a certain point of view chapter where she is in the afterlife reminiscing about her life and death and how she really want to make a blue cheese restaurant.
Is that a joke?
No, it really isn't.
Why? Blue cheese exists!
It's cheese made of blue milk.
Yeah. That's kind of dumb. Not gonna lie. I mean, I feel like I would have bigger regrets in my life if I got fucking shot and burnt to death by stormtroopers. Well, maybe not even burnt to death, but yeah.
Well, you know, it was her big dream that she had to abandon when she went off to marry whatever his name is, Owen Lars.
Yeah. Son of Klieg Lars.
What the name?
Klieg.
Klieg.
That's no. What's the name? It's not the name of the other computer in Red Dwarf. No, that's Queeg.
It's Queeg, yeah.
Yeah. When Queeg
It's a
replaced
great episode.
Solly. It is a good one.
Well, replaced.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It was all a big joke.
I pulled a sneaky on you.
Watch Red Dwarf. That's good.
Yeah, our next bloody project is bloody Red Dwarf podcast.
Jesus, that would be a lot of episodes.
Yeah,
They're all good though.
I mean, probably not, but a lot of them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Remember that episode where Rimmer is stranded on a planet and remakes all of it in his image, where everyone is Rimmer?
No. Which season was that?
I don't know, but it's not that late.
Was it? If it was post season 6, I would
I don't
forget.
think so. I don't think so.
Oh god. It's not the one where he's having flashbacks to when he was in school getting like bullied all the time by his dad, who was the teacher. I love Red Dwarf.
Yeah, bullying, very nice.
Very nice.
Freddy approves. I can't stop thinking about that time earlier today where you tried to do an Emperor impression and it was just Borat.
Unlimited power.
I am very weak.
Oh, every week.
Kill him now.
Oh my god.
I have brought peace and prosperity.
Peace and prosperity.
That's more of a Mario than Borat. Although that is basically the same accent.
Mario and Borat.
It's me, Borat.
Imagine if, like, instead of Mario being Italian, he was from Kazakhstan.
Alexander Mario.
Alexander Mario. Jesus. Oh. Then he really would be a communist, wouldn't he?
But that's just a theory. Now looking at you, you kind of look like MathPat.
I look like Matt.
If MathPat was ginger, you would kind of look like him.
I'm gonna get plastic surgery. Change my face to
Sacha Baron Cohen's.
Yeah.
You're not that dissimilar to him either.
Oh my god! Okay, I'll change my face to the most recognizable face.
Oh no, Tamara Morrison.
Tamara Morrison.
If you could change your face, would you?
What?
Don't you remember that trailer for Brave? Disney's Brave? Pixar's Brave?
That movie's not good, and it's basically a worse remake of Brother Bear.
I like Brother Bear.
I really like Brother Bear too.
I love democracy.
I don't think the system works. Oh my
What are we doing?
I don't know!
This episode is a mess. Let's bring it together by discussing the light side and the dark and the one in the middle.
The Bendo. Oh my god.
Remember that bit from 2 hours ago? Not even. We're not even that late.
Are we not? Oh wow.
1 hour 40.
Fair enough. That's not the longest episode we've ever made.
Oh, definitely not. We might be like one of the shortest, actually.
Well, I think one of the shortest is 1 hour.
Well, yeah, other than that one.
Yes. What was your light side?
Well, I had 2 in the store in case you took mine, so I can pick whichever I want. But since we already talked about the cool music, I'm going to bring up the battle in the beginning with the rocks, where Anakin does the very cool strategy, because it's original, it's fast-paced, it has the music, so it doesn't have a ton of not so great quips.
Yep.
Anakin does the not Kylo maneuver.
Oh yeah.
Where he just blows up a bridge.
Yeah.
Somehow.
If he did that with Grievous's one, then the movie would be everything would be a lot shorter.
Wasn't he already in his Gab Galab at that point?
Maybe. Yeah.
Fun fact: his ship is the Droid bomber in the original Star Wars Battlefront 2.
It is, even though that droid bombers are different.
Yeah, they're like the hyena class vulture droids with 2 heads.
Why are they called hyena? That's what I want to know.
Why are they called vulture?
Yeah.
Speaking of, the scavenger ship is called Vulture's Claw.
Whoa.
Which is very fun because my nickname is the Vulture.
Because the BBC misnamed you.
Yeah, when I was on Points of View for Planets or whatever that Brian Cox show is, I told the crew how to pronounce my name, but they still called me Vulture.
Yes!
And thus my definitely not forced meme at all, my forced nickname at all was born.
The Vulture.
The Vulture. I should just announce myself as the Vulture. I mean...
You did in the Scrappy Doo podcast.
I did, but that's not canon.
No.
Unless we show it to the Patreons, which we might eventually have.
I think those conversations are cursed.
Yes, that's why Patreon needs to know about them.
Yeah. Just
like our mic tests every week.
Oh my god.
Remember cat racism from last time?
Yeah, cat racism.
It's not as bad as you might think.
Yeah.
But what about your
light side? Light side is I like the skydiving with, like, you know, from the twilight. I love the shots when the Twilight hangar doors are opening. You got the sunset and the gas giant cloud thing. I think it's really cool. And it's
Did
just
you like how Rexter was carrying R3 down like a big baby?
Yeah, and I liked how he complained about it.
Yeah, and the other clones were making fun of him.
Yeah, they laughed.
Jokes on them, they died.
They did die, apart from Denal.
Yeah.
Denal, whatever.
He's not named, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He only shows up like 2 more times. He doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah.
No. Clones do matter to us. Like that meme.
Oh, yeah, the Plo Koon meme. That was weeks ago.
Yeah.
We're old, Voita.
We're old now.
Yeah. Oh, my God. But yeah, I like the skydiving.
Yeah.
I think it was cool.
Ahsoka pulls a cute face with the...
Yeah, it was interesting, the sequence. I'm surprised they didn't get shot down, but
I mean, they just didn't know about them, I guess.
It was cool. I liked it though.
It's cool how high Jedi can jump without any fall damage.
Yeah.
It is canon that they can slow down their fall. Like in High Republic, they do that quite a lot. In High Republic, they literally float themselves up, which they just forgot how to do after High Republic, I guess.
You can do that in the original Star Wars Battlefront 2. If you're playing a force-sensitive character, you can do a really big jump, and then you like force pushing yourself to basically fly.
I think that the Emperor literally can fly.
Yeah, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So if you're in a bloody plane, if you're in a glob go gab glab starfighter, heavy starfighter, you can't escape Papa Palps.
No, even the spineless can't outrun the legless from episode 9. Legless and some fingerless.
I think he had legs.
I don't think so.
He had legs, but he was just on the stick. He's like on GLaDOS.
Like that Jeffrey Dunham puppet.
I don't know what that is.
You know, like Ahmed the Dead Terrorist?
Oh god, I remember Ahmed the Dead Terrorist.
Remember like 10 years ago when we thought it was funny?
Jesus Christ, I remember when I used to quote it in primary school.
Yep, same.
Oh god, I look back on that really cringily.
That really didn't age well.
I would say it aged the opposite of well. It's not. Oh god. It was so popular.
Yeah.
That's 2009. I think it was 2009.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Bad times.
Bad times indeed.
It's the El Royale.
Anyway,
speaking of bad times, what was my dark side?
Indeed.
Since it's my turn. I mean, I was not quite as split on this.
Whoa.
It was pretty definitely the nicknames that we also talked about.
Yeah, the nicknames of
Pookums, Lizardo, and also Trandoshan. Although, again, if Tamara Morrison said it, Trandoshan.
It's canon then.
It would be canon and it would be cool, but no, it was, what's his name, Matt Lucas?
Yeah.
Who voices Anakin?
Who dies in season 1.
Wait, no, Matt Lucas, that's Nardo.
Matt Lucas! Matt Lantner.
Matt Lantner.
He dies in season 1 of bloody Mandalorian. He gets shot by, or stabbed by a throwing knife.
I didn't realize he was there.
He's the New Republic guy on the prison ship.
Oh, fun, yeah,
That's
I
Matt
think I
Lantner.
remember that now.
Yeah, the one with the matching shoes and belt.
What?
You know, like Bill Burr is like, his shoes match his belt.
He would say that.
Yeah, it's like,
Bloody
bruh, your shoes match your belt too because they're both black.
You know, Bill Burr gonna be Bill Burr.
To be fair, Bill Burr turned from someone who used to detest Star Wars to having one of the best scenes in all of The Mandalorian.
Still don't think he likes Star Wars much, but yeah.
It seems that he can't oppose it that much now.
Yeah,
if he
that would
agreed
be
to
very
be,
bad PR.
If he agreed to be in season 2, he must have some sort of
paycheck.
Yeah.
But look at Harrison Ford.
Yeah, I know, but
he's the biggest Star Wars hater that exists.
Look, Bill Burr in The Believer, I think that was very well acted.
Yeah.
So I don't think he was doing it just for the paycheck.
I mean,
like, you see people doing it just for the paycheck. I can't even bloody speak, but I'm not going to mention her bloody name. The person who says, like, yeah, the little green guy, that bastard. She does terrible acting.
Oh yes.
So yeah,
Terrible person too.
yeah. Well, thank God she got fired.
Yeah, we're not being subtle at all.
Not being subtle at all.
Cara Dune is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And not Cara Delevingne.
Cara Delevingne.
What's her name?
My least favorite part of Suicide Squad.
Gina Carano. Yeah, she's the worst.
Yeah.
Anyway, your dark side.
Yes.
Gina Carano.
That is also true, but I wasn't really a fan of like some of the lighting. I've mentioned the lighting choices, but like I feel like the lighting direction sort of took away from some of the shots in this and these two episodes. And sometimes it was good, like as I mentioned in the hangar, for the Twilight, but sometimes it was like just awful, like when Anakin is waking up.
Yeah, and some of the scenes on the battle sphere, which I don't think it ever looked more like a Death Star than in this episode.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I guess it was because of the dish of the listening post.
Yeah, but they have those anyway on the Lucas Hulks, I think.
Yeah, but it looks less like a Death Star. Do you think it's based on them, like Death Star?
I don't think Lucas Hulks are made by Geonosians.
No, but they work together.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I don't know. Lucas Hulks are from different...
There were many of them on Geonosis.
Yeah, but that's because they were used by the Separatist Alliance and the Trade Federation and all that.
They made the droids there.
Yeah, that's just because Geonosians were one of the manufacturers of the B-1 battle droids.
Assumedly the biggest one.
Yeah, I assume so. But but that's the only reason why they have the B-1 battle droids, because the Separatists bought them. Just like the Trade Federation just bought B-1 battle droids.
That's how they do.
Yeah. Be interesting if like anyone in the sequel or original trilogy era had bought like swathes of like B-1 battle droids to like for private armies.
Tough to say.
I doubt it would
I guess
fly.
it would be just bad PR.
Yeah.
But I think the Neimoidians still use them.
Probably.
In the Poe Dameron comic.
That's kind of interesting, but also, yeah, it's like there was the whole thing is like B-1 battle droids are designed to look like Neimoidian skulls, and like that doesn't make sense because it doesn't look like a Neimoidian skull. It looks more like a Geonosian skull.
It does, but Geonosians were designed a movie after the droids. Yeah. But I think that the point is like that they are meant to deform after they die.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things. But I think they probably should retroactively make it so the Geonosians who designed them to look like them, which makes far more sense to me.
But like Geonosians still don't have like the head down a bit, do they?
I don't know. I think that just could be a mechanical part, you could say. I'm pretty sure they don't have the backpacks with the antennae either.
What do you know about Neimoidian
genealogy? Maybe, yeah, true.
Sorry, what was your dark side again?
The lighting.
Oh yeah, the lighting.
What the f*** are we doing? Okay, yeah, back to the lighting.
Back to the lighting, yeah. Like, for example, like when Grievous and Ahsoka were fighting in the dark. It was basically only illuminated by the lightsabers. I think that was alright. It was alright, but like the bit when Ahsoka's lightsaber was very clearly reflecting in her eyeballs, that was... I can't tell if that was good or bad, honestly.
Yeah, it's I think a lot of the stuff in this episode is like in the middle. The Bendu, indeed. But like, just some of the lighting is just like egregiously bad.
Yeah, it was also very contrasting with like the hallways on that ship, which had like very flat lighting.
I feel like if the lighting was good, then this would be a very good looking episode. These two, as I said, some of the lighting's good, but if all of the lighting was good, say like Rising Malevolence or Malevolence, I can't remember.
Rising
Malevolence. Then these two episodes would be very good.
Yeah.
But obviously,
I do think that like, the best looking part of the first episode was the battle at the beginning.
Yep. And
of the latter episode, the titular duel of the droids.
Yep,
which
that was
is
good.
Like a minute long.
Yeah.
But it was very good.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah.
Fun to watch two droids killing each other.
Yeah, zap each other and cover each other in oil and setting the oil on fire, which didn't really do anything and disappeared from the following shot.
Yeah, well, look,
Yeah.
it's a kid show.
Yeah. And which we already touched upon, the bit where R2 saws off the
Plunger thing.
the plunger thing and just lets R3 fall to his death.
That's entertaining.
Just even if you're not watching along with our show, watch that scene. Watch R3 die. That's literally the best part about this whole.
And then remember that this is a kid show.
Yes.
We're probably going to say a lot of things like that for death scenes.
We already said that for episode 2 of Clone Wars, Rising Malevolence.
Oh yeah, with people suffocating in space.
Yeah, and we've discussed that canonically the Malevolence killed bare minimum of 200,000 people.
Yeah, that's also true. On screen.
Not on screen.
No, I mean like...
Up until that point they killed at least 12 Venators.
Yeah, which is a lot.
Which with the 3 that they also killed in that episode, that's 200,000 minimum.
Yeah. I wrote about that in one of my media exams. How Star Wars: The Clone Wars is overtly a kid show, but isn't against basically showing or inferring the deaths of thousands of people.
Yes.
And that happened. I think I wrote in almost every episode of the show, at least someone dies. And that's pretty much true.
Yeah. Even if the goofy R2 and C-3PO go on an adventure and they meet crazy things,
Yeah.
C-3PO just sits on a king of a tiny kingdom.
Oh mate, that's the big Jesus. That guy is my hero.
But that's season 5, so let's not go into it too much.
Right, I'll go into that when I make a Stan account for the big Jesus.
That's just being a Christian.
So, next up, what is the one in the middle? The Bendu.
My one in the middle.
The Bendu.
That's my Deborah Morrison sing the Bendu. Bendu. My one in the middle was how, and this might shock you, but it
Shock me.
Not unlike how R2 shocked R3.
Yeah.
But my one in the middle is Garnacht himself. And do you care to guess why?
Because he farts.
No.
I'm kidding.
It's because he's probably the second ever Trandoshan that we see in Star Wars.
Oh my god, yeah.
And he looks nothing like Bosk, which goes very much against the Chewbacca looks like this, so I guess that all Wookiees look like him with slightly different hair.
Yeah.
Or this is a Rodian where all the Rodians are the same mask, probably.
Yeah.
It shows the wide variation in the Star Wars races, which we don't get to see much.
We get to see it with the big fat Twi'lek senator.
We get to see the big fat Weequay, and we get to see the big fat Twi'lek, both in season 2 of Mando.
Yeah.
And
and in bloody Bib Fortuna looks different to the other Twi'leks.
That's the one I meant.
No, I mean in episode 6. I mean.
Yeah. Well, true, but that's just color variation.
Yeah. No, it's not still he's got the big bumps on his forehead, but I think that's just what all male Twi'leks have.
Male Organa.
Yes.
Literally.
Ah.
And the point was that I think that it might be coming off this episode, but Trandoshans are discounting the color variation in Twi'leks and what are they called? Nikto. Is it Nikto? Yes.
Yeah, Almagundai.
Yeah, and the green one from
Battle of Imban.
And
Resistance. Yeah, Niku or whatever his name is.
Probably. Kazan. It's a GTA 4 reference. I think that Trandoshans or Trandoshans have the widest variation in looks because pretty much every time you see them, there are a lot of different ones. Like the one from Rebels springs to mind, who's literally just like a gecko.
Yeah, that's true.
Which I thought was
quite
kind of
interesting.
neat.
Yeah, that is kind of neat. Quite like that.
Yeah.
It's
It's different, and different is good.
What I like that we also first sort of see is my one in the middle, the Bendu,
Bendu.
is how the banking clan ships,
Yes.
when they go through the belt, they're big sort of like bulbous things that just asteroids bounce off that. Thought that was pretty cool because like I don't know because I guess like. Oh, usually they'll just explode, but I mean, it's a purpose to a design. So it's like, it was already included in the design, and they just gave it a meaning, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because like it wasn't like it bounced off some sort of a shield, it was clearly off the hull.
Yeah.
And it was very different to Empire Strikes Back, where the Star Destroyer is just trying to shoot as many as they can.
Oh yeah, and then they just get taken out one by one.
Yeah, and it gets wrecked.
Yeah, Rexed. Duh.
Jetster.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Just imagine Dexter Jettster with Tamara Morrison's face.
No!
He still has the mustache though.
Oh my god. Tamara Morrison with just a mustache.
He would look very recognizable.
Yeah.
Do any clones have mustaches?
I hope none of them are pencil mustaches. That would be a cursed crossover.
A pencil mustache? You mean like a fly mustache?
A toothbrush mustache, I meant.
Mustache. Why do we keep coming back to this?
I'm talking about Michael Jordan.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about bloody Cho Chaplin.
Cho Chaplin. Ah, yes.
Something of Cho Chang, I guess.
Oh,
Charlie Chaplin.
That Boris Johnson, when he was like doing a diplomatic mission with China, said like, oh, Britain and China. This was many years ago before he was Prime Minister. He said, oh, Britain and China have very good relations. After all, Harry Potter's first girlfriend was Chinese. I'm like, bruh, why did you say that?
Did he literally say that?
Yes,
Really?
he did really say that.
No.
Yeah.
Also, was she really his first girlfriend?
I don't know. I haven't read the books, in the movies at least.
I guess. First kiss, definitely, but I don't know if they were together.
Weren't they in Order of the Phoenix?
A little bit, but I don't know. I know they kissed once, that's about it.
Oh, well, I've only seen the movies, so...
It wasn't that different. I think like very shortly after they share that moment, like her friend rats the Dumbledore's army out, and Harry gets so mad that he never forgets Cho.
What? Never forgives?
Sorry, forgives.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah. It wasn't even Cho who ratted them out, it was just her friend.
That's kind of mean.
It's really mean.
Harry Potter...
It's almost as if Harry Potter was written by a bad person.
It's almost as if...
Almost! Did
Hmm.
you know, but something that is very cool on this topic,
Whoa.
that in the upcoming Hogwarts Legacy, that Hogwarts Legacy might have one of the most trans-friendly character creations?
Really?
Yeah, because like your genders, voice and body types are all independent of each other.
That's cool.
Yeah, because like before release, Cyberpunk like touted itself as, oh, we are a trans-friendly game, but they really were not. Not
Yeah.
even the character creation where your gender is tied to a voice, which is still quite shitty.
Yeah. So thank you, Hogwarts Legacy, and as we often say on this program, fuck you, J.K. Rowling.
Yep, this one I'm not going to bleep out.
Good.
Yeah, learn from us, kids. J.K. Rowling is a bad person.
Indeed.
On Air-Deraan says trans rights.
Yes, trans rights.
Like Donkey Kong.
No.
Donkey Kong says trans rights.
Yeah, it is true. I don't know how I can tie Donkey Kong to Duel of the Droids.
Both of them start with a D.
Whoa. Duel of the Droids.
Donkey of the Kongs.
Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. DD. Duel of the Droids. DD. I just fixed. I was about to say. I just fixed racism.
You're like David Guetta. Did you see that video?
I don't know.
This one goes out to George Floyd.
Wow.
And then he starts playing a song. David Guetta fixed racism.
Well done.
Thank you. Whatever song you've even made.
Well,
I think.
Pity it wasn't the soundtrack to this episode. It's alright. Soundtrack to this episode's good.
Yeah, David Guetta. I don't know. What is that?
What is what? This?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just touched it. It's like the hood bit of a Parker.
Oh.
It's just lying
Peter
around
Parker.
somewhere. Peter Parker himself. That's in the next Spider-Man film. No Man Goes Home. That Peter Parker's alternate squirrel dimension is a squirrel. That looks like a Parker hood thing.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh no! I just thought about the cursed droid.
The cursed droid.
Yeah. Are you 18?
Oh no! I thought you meant cursed droid as in like Harry Potter and the cursed droid, like it's some cursed child.
No, that one would be Are You 17?
Oh. Are you 17 again? Starring.
Hayden Christensen?
Oh, when's Matthew Perry gonna be in Star Wars?
Is that Joey?
No, that's Chandler.
Is
Mate,
he?
I just watched all of Friends and I'm sad that it's all over.
I saw precisely none of Friends, so I do not care.
About 2 years ago, hated Friends. I was like, Friends? That is not good. And then I watched it and I really liked it. So if you don't like Friends out of principle and haven't seen it, give it a try. Because it's fun.
It might have dated humor.
It does at the start, yeah.
But it also has humor that is not as dated.
Yeah. And the characters are funny.
And it has a spin-off.
Don't watch Joey. It's not good.
Well, have you tried that one?
No, I haven't tried. I'm not going to watch it.
Well, if you hate it on principle, give it a try.
Yes. And I thought spin-off Star Wars Droids. If you hate it out of principle, give it a try.
Yeah, let's go watch Droids, the one from 80s.
Yeah, well, I will watch Droid Tales when that comes out. What's it called?
A droid story?
A droid story. That is just like a Toy Story.
Or a Christmas story.
Ooh, that one's the one that Americans always watch, and I don't get it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get Americans. But they did create Star Wars, so I'll give them that. That's the only good thing Americans have done, apart from abolish slavery.
Yeah.
Even though they did that late as well.
And also just kind of...
And they had to fight a f***ing war about it. Actually, I revoke my kudos. They should have...
Yeah, they should have done that way earlier.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to have a civil war to do that. Sorry,
Also,
America. The only good thing you've ever made is Star Wars and probably... what's something else good?
Stephen King?
I like Indiana Jones too, so I'll give you that as well.
Yeah, that's also George Lucas.
That's also George Lucas, yeah.
Thank you, America, for giving us George Lucas.
Thanks, America.
From Star Wars to Red Tails, it's 10 out of 10 all the way.
Oh, God.
It's probably not that bad, it's just kind of bad.
I think it's just kind of bad rather than, yeah.
It's kind of just kinda bad.
Amagun bad.
When are we going to end this episode?
That's true. I think we should probably end it soon.
Yeah,
because
no joke this time. It's just run its course. We should just end it
I
here.
think we should end Ran this episode.
You may fire when ready.
Oh,
McClunky.
Oh, pickle egg.
Pickle theory.
Pickle Rexter.
But that's just a Borat.
A Lizardo. I'm just ending now.
I hate Mamampalam's days, and I could really go for some enchiladas. My wife.
Mary.
My man.
Should I have the Death Star laser? My wife.
I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire.
Do not make me kill you.
My wife.
Only a Sith deals in my wife.
Oh, where is Padme? Oh my god.
Where's my wife?
You remember the Rebel Alliance and the traitor? Take him away. Why not choose that quote? Why not choose that one? Out of any Darth Vader quotes. Snips.
I find the lack of Pamela Anderson disturbing.
I bring peace, justice, and security to Kazakhstan.
The Rebel base is in Uzbekistan.
Oh. Jesus. I think we've just solved Star Wars.
This one goes out to Borat.
This one goes out to you, 99. This one goes out to the Buffin spies.
This one goes out to the mud jumpers on Minbag. You are very nice. That Twi'lek from Zero's base is the third best hooker in Kazakhstan.
After my wife. And then after Snice Oodles.
I was terrified you were gonna say Snips.
No, oh god, no. I have standards. 4 jokes. I don't mean... No!
This is so cursed.
This is my wife. This is my sister. And this is my Padawan.
This one I have to pay credits for.
But she worth it.
Wow, we were.
Oh, so Greedo is like about to shoot at Han Solo. Is like, wow, we were.
What if just before he ties him up to the lamppost, he says "Wow, we were." just Dave Filoni saying "Wow, we were."
Oh,
even
God.
worse.
Oh, you know, like when in The Gunslinger, when you got the other bounty hunters like, I'll take you in hot or I'll take you in cold, and then Mandalorian shoots him and blows him up. He's like, that's my line. Where we were.
And he shoots him and he's like, "That's my wife."
Oh. God. Oh. It's like cursed outro segment. I know this isn't the outro.
We already have a cursed intro.
Yeah.
So the outro for every episode is just this. It's like when the Techno Union guy in episode 2, he's like saying, "Our battle droids, wow, 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 at your disposal."
Oh my god. The banking clan was signed my wife. Doesn't make
Lux Borata. Lux Borato?
Rise, Darth Borat.
Kazakhstani monkey lizard.
My little Uzbek friend.